Hey, welcome to Board Game Today. I'm Brett. In my hands is the Blade Runner, the role-playing game starter set published by Free League Publishing. Now, we've gone over the various releases that are coming out for the Blade Runner role-playing game. There's this, and then there's a core rule book and GM screen. Starter set has a little bit more than the core rule book for those who kind of want like an adventure out of the box. So let's open up the box and see what is inside. What do you actually get with the starter set beyond just, book? Gels, don't eat these. Very key. Throw these away. Do not eat them. I want to repeat, do not eat them. All right, dice. Got a whole bunch of dice. Let's see here. We got some D6s. Looks like a D8s we've got, and then D12. Yeah, I think those are two D12. So it looks like D6, 2 D8s, 2 D12s, and then D10s as well, I believe. Pretty cool. Nice looking dice. I like the eyes on them. I think that's pretty cool. I'm wondering if that is part of the game. I haven't really read the rule books yet. We get a nice little catalog. All right, we'll come to this in a minute. Let's go through the books. I think the books are going to be super important. Case files and stuff. All right, so we have rule book. Let's do it this way. We got a rule book. Definitely looks like a smaller, compact version than the main book, but I think this kind of has just like the basic rules for how to play, which is fine. So this has, let's see here, 6 chapters. Let's see here. So I think general, we got your Blade Runner of core concepts, gears, promotion, stuff like that, skills and specialties, combats and chases. Taking, I think, through combat and all that, working the case, and then tools of the trade, which is probably all the equipment. I do love the layout of these books. They're beautiful. I think really use the imagery of Blade Runner super, super well. From the font, the images that are in there from the films and whatever. It's just from the world, whatever you want to describe it. I think it's just really, really cool and adds so much to the books. There's something about this layout that to me that says Blade Runner. Partially I think it's the font, but the layout itself, having this super bright and happy would not make a whole lot of sense. So that's kind of what I'm getting at. I think it does a good job of capturing the Blade Runner vibe. All right, we got case files. So this is the big thing about this, is that you get case file stuff to actually run a campaign. So this is Case File 1, Electric Dreams. And for those who really know Blade Runner, I think you'll appreciate that. So we got a nice index in the back. So let's see here what this kind of takes you through. So we got Prelude. We got things about characters. So characters, the box set includes 4 pre-generated player characters to be used in this case file. If you have only 1 player in addition to use a game runner, use Willem and Novak. If you have 2 players, Novak and Fenna. And if you have 3, add Percival or Backer. We do not recommend playing the Blade Runner RPG with more than 4 players, plus a game runner. Of course, you're free to change names or physical descriptions, blah, blah, blah. So there's a guy. Handout, maps, and mugshots. Case file includes many maps, mugshots, and other handouts for you to give players when so instructed. You'll find these in the envelope marked LAPD or Rep Detect unit classified in this box set. Do not let players look at the handouts before playing this case file. So I don't think we're going to... Maybe we'll show off one thing. So this is nice. This really kind of sets the mood. And set things up. So that's pretty cool, right? I think it's neat to show off. Again, really, really builds on the vibe of the Blade Runner setting. It'd be really weird to have this and not do that. So that's it. We got a bunch of characters to go through. Yeah, we have some maps like the apartment. There's a lab. Some other things we're not gonna go off and just ruin. So yeah, this just feels like it's a nice campaign in a handy book. All right, as I said, these are the case files they hand out. Let's at least look at the quality of some of this. I'm not gonna show off everything. We're gonna do maybe 1 or 2. Okay. You can see that. So this is it looks like a picture that you're supposed to hand out. We're not gonna actually show the picture itself, but you can see the quality when I'm doing of the item. So let's see here. I'm going to kind of describe things really quick. So we have like magazines like magazine covers, articles for them to read. Let's see what else. I don't want to ruin things. All right, we've got like tickets. Yeah, it's basically a whole bunch of just clues you can hand out and allow people to kind of build off. A lot of pictures, stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. This is actually a really neat case file of items to hand out. Again, nice, easy, pre-built campaign for GMs. So, it does exactly what you'd think it would. It's got all the items that, a GM would spend tons of time doing. So we got the characters that they've talked about. Really kind of a cool looking character sheet, right? This is maybe one of the cooler looking character sheets that I've seen. And then finally, a lot of maps. So there's not maps just in the book, there are maps. And then a big giant map of central Los Angeles. So yeah, so this is exactly what I was expecting from it. You can get, of course, the core rule book. And the core rule book will have the rules that allow you to get going and start role-playing and get people playing. This, though, has a case for you to start with. So this is, to me, the old school, and then we got cards, I think, that would also probably be used during the game. Let's, we should be able to pop this open with this. So this reminds me of, like, the really old school role-playing box sets that I used to sneak away from my brothers. I don't think they really role-played, but for some reason we had role-playing books, like box sets. It's nice, thick. Oh, so these are like obstacles. Oh, that's cool. So we got obstacles, aerial chase obstacles, ground chase obstacles, easy way, foot chase obstacles. So nice ways to like randomize stuff. We got chase maneuvers. So there's like cards to help figure out what's going on in the action. So that's pretty neat. And a bunch of other cards to help out. So that's actually a really nice way of handling it, especially for new GMs who might not be able to come up with this stuff. So as I was saying, this is exactly what I was expecting. It is a nice box that not only has the basic rules for you to get going, but also a campaign for you to start with. So it really is a starter set. If you've never roleplayed before, if you've never GM, but you want to get into the world of Blade Runner, this is probably a really good place to start. It especially will guide you as to what you need to do and where to go. And it's a campaign in a box. Easiest way of putting it. It's a campaign in a box. You can go get this. This is out now in shops. We've got some links where you can purchase your own. There'll be affiliate links, so we do get a small percentage. By doing that, you'll support our site, so thank you. If you want the latest board game so I want to thank, I want to thank Free League Publishing for hooking us up with a review copy. We definitely need to do that. And then thank you all for watching as well. If you want the latest role-playing game news, board games, miniature games, card games, tabletop games, whatever, check us out every single day at boardgametoday.com. We're also on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, and TikTok, all at Board Game Today, keeping it nice and consistent. Until next time, keep rolling that dice. Oh, I got a 6. Totally swear I got a 6. Get your game on. Hey, thanks for watching Board Game Today. We always appreciate your views and your support, but there are so many ways for you to support our site. Not only can you do right here on video, but you can go and check us out at boardgametoday.com, where we have more news, reviews, interviews, everything you could ever want. But since you're here, if you could, you can always give us a like, subscribe, or share our videos or watch something else. Is always much appreciated, and get your game on.